Hello, I'm Lisa Davis, Manager of TPA Services with East Coast Risk Management. I'd like to take a few minutes and talk with you about three-point contact for claims administrators. When a workers' compensation administrator receives a new claim, there should be three principal players to each claim: the employee, employer, and medical provider. Each player should be contacted within 48 hours of receipt of claim. While there are many modes of communication, a simple telephone call may do best. As an administrator, the first contact should be to the employer to gain additional facts to the reported accident, the work status of an injured employee, the job title, and written description, which will become very important when you reach out to medical providers. You should also obtain any witness statements and any other information the employer may be able to provide as background to the injured worker. The second player to contact is the injured worker. To most of them, workers' compensation is new and can be scary. You should then review the injury report provided by the employer to make sure it is accurate and to obtain any medical provider's contact information and treatment information along with their next follow-up appointments. Once everything regarding the injury has been verified, it is important for an administrator to explain in detail how the workers' compensation process works. For example, any paperwork they need to complete, if there's a panel or certain pharmacy program, they must use along with all of the administrator's contact information. As an administrator, you want the claimant to feel you are there to help them through the process and build a good rapport. The next contact should be to the medical provider, which is one of the very most critical areas in a workers' compensation program. Claims administrators should be in contact with providers as soon as they are aware of treatment and/or before the next follow-up to provide all workers' compensation billing and contact information, and should remain in contact throughout the entire claim. When an injured employee is first seeing a physician, a job description should be sent, and if your company has transitional duty programs, a small note advising to the doctor that an employer can accommodate some restrictions is always helpful. After each follow-up appointment, you should be requesting medical records, and after review, if you have questions or need further clarification as to why something is not moving forward, you should send a fax to the treating physician with specific questions. It's always helpful. You want to make sure, however, not to influence the medical opinion of a physician. Once your injured worker is nearing their official disability guideline date, projected return to work, or possible return to work, you can send a work status form like the one below to gain a better feel of the possible restrictions and/or full duty release. Constant contact keeps everyone on their feet, knowing they are being monitored for appropriate treatment to ensure earliest return to work. Once an administrator has made their three-point contacts, it is very important that they continue to be in contact with the claim players, if possible weekly, or at least after each follow-up. The more contact is made, the less things are slip through the cracks, and the injured employee is able to return to work, or the adjuster can continue to proceed as appropriate to bring the claim to a close. Thank you for listening.